This book I read a while back. I keep forgetting to post about it. Miami Psychic: Confessions of a Confidant by Regina Milbourne and Yvonne Carey. Regina Milbourne is the psychic. This book was back from 2009. I found it at one of those freestanding libraries and I got all excited because it looks super juicy. So basically, she's a psychic and medium, and she, some people, they forego therapists and they go to their psychics. Those people, you have friends, I'm sure, that they rely on their psychics to tell them the right decisions, what path they're headed, all that stuff, instead of going to a therapist. And that's kind of what this book is. But obviously, a lot of people, especially back in the day in Miami, that her clients would be batshit crazy. And, some are drug dealers, some are killers, some are into weird stuff. So this book is that. It does get super, well, kind of like every chapter is a different person, like a different story of someone she read for. And it gets weird. Some of them are really odd and you're like, ooh. But if you like this kind of stuff, it's a quick read, it's juicy. And she even talked about she would before she made a lot of money, she would do pop-up stands at different places, like by Bayside downtown. And there was this guy that she knew that worked at the DMV, and he's the one that gave the bombers of the 9/11 their fake IDs. I mean, they're not bombers, the flight people, the suicide, whatever, he would give out fake IDs. If you need a fake ID, he would hook you up. But remember, back then, it was, not as regulated and people got away with everything. And Miami back then was, a drug haven of drug lords and all this stuff. So, yeah, it was pretty. I gave it 3 stars only because it's a weird book, it's not for everybody. It was fine. But I love those freestanding libraries. I go and I put books in there and I take books out, and it's fun because it's just like the radio. You don't know where you're going to get. You're going to hear a song. It's not the same as picking a song that you already know you're putting. It's not the same surprise, and it's the same for books. You're going to find books in there that you would never find on your own and you would never seek out on your own. So it's just fun. I would never have found this book if it wasn't for the free library. So I appreciate the system tremendously, and I go and put all the books I've read, I put them back in there, and I hope someone else feels the same. They found a book, they're like, wow, this is so cool, and spread the love.